Hey everyone, what's up? And welcome to episode number 145 of the Unknown Games podcast, because it could be episode 146. But we are at that wonderful time of the year where Tokyo Game Show is a brewing this week. By the time you listen to this podcast, if you are listening on iTunes, Google Play, any of those services, audio wise, it'll already be happening. You'll be in the moment. The news will be coming out for all the cool things that are happening at Tokyo Game Show. But if you're listening right now, joining us on YouTube or live, watching the VOD throughout the middle of the week, hey, you're going to get our predictions, what we think is at Tokyo Game Show. And me, Adrian, and my co-host, Alex.
Hello, I'm Alex.
I kind of stumbled through that intro, but it was intro worthy, par for the course. But I mean, yeah, it's TGS, almost our third year, and actually, I think our third year anniversary of the show is technically already passed. It was like I want to say September 10th ish is when the first
Is that
episode was
still up on SoundCloud? Like the very first episode.
Oh, the very first.
We recorded was on SoundCloud, right?
Yeah. It should be. That's the truth, I guess. That's the true one.
I was like trying to find it, but there's too much shit.
There's too much stuff on
that comes
SoundCloud.
up when I type in SoundCloud in my history.
It's not even underneath like the Unknown Games podcast. It's just underneath.
Yeah, we don't have an official like SoundCloud,
So it was just like, oh, okay, back in the day. But yeah, I mean, like we've been going strong, lots of times, and it's been good. It's been good, honestly. And TGS is always the time of year where I think we get the best news because, I mean, we get the most hype because we actually live in Japan. You know what I mean? And we typically go to the show and get to experience everything, except for the past 2 years where we've had it offline. I mean, online. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't go last year. I think last year they had a little bit of an in-person part of it. I didn't go for that. And then 2021. Sorry, what am I saying? So last year was kind of in person, and then 2020 was completely all online, right?
Right.
Yeah, so for 2020, I was just like watching all the, the streams, I guess. Some of them were recorded, some of them were live, but...
And they're still doing the streams this year. They're gonna have it's gonna be fully open to the public on Friday, like half of Friday actually, which I think.
Yeah, and then Saturday, Sunday. Yeah.
And then Saturday, Sunday, and they're gonna have the business days. So it's back in person, full on booths, full on merch out. I think it's gonna be pretty. I hope it's good, and I hope some crazy Resident Evil outbreak doesn't happen. No T-virus out there.
Yeah, I'm curious about the turnout for this year because, like, I've been to TGS for the other years, and it gets pretty nuts on Public Day to the point where I'm now starting to like actively avoid Public Day.
Well, if you as long as you can get to business,
as long as you're allowed, as long as you can come in on media day. But and then like I'm curious about how it's going to be this year because number one, Public Day is now an extra half day. So it used to be Thursday, Friday media only, and then Saturday, Sunday is public, right?
Right.
But now we get that extra half day on Friday afternoon. So if you are like, oh, I'm going to take like some time off work, or you just don't work on Friday normally, and then you can show up. It's not too much like to get in. I think it's like 1,600 yen. It's pretty reasonable, I think.
It might be 2,000, but yeah, it's like, $15-20. It's not.
It's like,
and you don't have to pay.
Yeah. It's not Disneyland ticket price, yeah.
Yeah. It's a one-time fee. I think you're not allowed to leave though, unless you have.
Wait, you're not allowed to re-enter. You mean?
Yeah, you're not allowed to re-enter.
You're not allowed to leave.
Yeah. You can go outside,
TGS,
but just,
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Just make sure. I think they give you like a wristband or something. Maybe that's just for press, but like, just make sure before you leave the venue, you saw everything.
Yeah, I don't think you can re-enter, which is. Like, yeah, so once you leave there's no re-entry, I believe. I think so, at least. I know it, like, for events at big site, typically they let you come back in, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know about Makuhari, which is where TGS is going to be, but yeah. So Public Day is 2 days, 2.5 days, and then they usually get really, really busy. But this year I'm not quite sure because some people might still be a little, like, cautious with in regards to the pandemic, so people might
Yeah.
not be showing up. And also, Japan is still relatively strict on entry into the country.
They've been relaxing them, but it's
They've been
not
relaxing them.
until like after this event, right?
It's still not like to the point where like you can just kind of really easily come to Japan. Like you can come to Japan now if you, I believe you have to be triple vaxxed. And
Yeah.
I believe you have to like register with an age. You can come without a group now, but I believe you
Yeah.
still need to register with a travel agency and kind of give them like a contact address or something like that,
Which is, I mean, it's better than what
so
it
they
used
can
to.
like check up on you. Yeah.
I know for at least us, like if you are if you have lived here or are a student or something, it's much better. I don't think you have to submit a test anymore.
No, you don't. Yeah, you can
which-
re-enter. Yeah. So
Thank goodness, because that test it used to be
yeah, it's kind of a pain
24
for sure.
hours, and they to get them rushed and for the specific type they wanted, it was like $200, $100 or whatever on top of, that was going and coming. So, anyways,
Yeah. So it's still like a little like it's still. I mean, if you're not living here, I mean, you still have some hurdles to jump through. So I don't think we'll see a lot of foreign presence at TGS. Maybe some media, foreign media.
Yeah,
We're just here
we
for
should.
work, basically. But for foreign like tourists, I guess, for media or public day rather, I don't know how many people will be showing up.
But I mean, hey, there's a lot of cool things this year. They'll also be doing it on VR platforms again. So if you want to virtually attend the show, they will have they'll have the virtual. I went last year virtually. And I guess like before we hop on into the show fully, once again, thanks everyone for joining us. And be sure to, if you like the video, if you like what you see here, go ahead, like the video, subscribe to the channel. And if you're listening, go ahead, leave a review on iTunes and follow us on our socials, Twitter at UGP_cast. You can find me on Twitch at NinjaTrix, NinjaTrix. And you can find my partner, co-host Alex at Route24, ROUTE, the numerals 24. There we
Yeah,
go.
like don't type it in. Like,
Don't type 24.
don't
like,
type out like TWENTYFOUR.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't think any of the other game shows or conventions this year or even last year or whatever have done like a VR type kind of show floor room where you walk in, you see like all the booths kind of set up. And sometimes you don't get to play the games. There's nothing like that. You just watch trailers typically. And I guess the cool thing is you can go in a group. So you can be like, hey, I'm going to be in this lobby. Meet me here. And you guys can, you can voice chat while you're walking, and that's nice. It's better than nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Didn't they have a VR Comiket or something like that like 2 years ago?
I don't know if it was Comiket specifically, but
But
was
it was like some kind of it was some
Yeah.
Dojin like thing like that, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
go to it or anything. I just heard about it.
I heard it was pretty good. I knew I know a person who actually participated in it, and it was because they did it in VR chat.
Oh, right. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, yeah. But it turned out really good. And this year, at least for Tokyo Game Show, last year there wasn't a theme. There was a theme. It was like gaming to the future or something, right? So
yeah.
it was just like, hey, look, it's Tokyo Game Show, but in VR. It looks futuristic. But this year there's a dungeon. I think they're theming it around like an RPG kind of setup. There's not much on it, but I think they want to make it a little bit more game-like, per se.
Mm-hmm.
Area 1, you can find stuff, watch movies. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to watch this movie. It's probably going to be like super loud. I don't think anyone actually cares. I don't know. Do you? I mean, is this something that you care about? You have a VR headset, but I mean, it takes a while to set up. But if you could just set it up easily, would you care?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, sure. I was talking to my girlfriend about this actually pretty recently about like how I would like to, like maybe if I could have a Meta Quest 2 or whatever, I would probably every now and then pop it on just to play some Super Hot or Beat Saber or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Because there's no like wires or anything. Like you said, like for me to even consider the idea of being like, oh, let's jump into VR, I have to like plug in 2 lighthouses, set them up on like light stands and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of a pain in the ass. There's a huge deterrent for me to actually do anything in VR.
I mean, it's basically like you are. I some people who have a larger home. I know someone who had like essentially a house. They just leave it set up. Like that's the
Yeah,
best.
I would love to do that, but I
Yeah,
cannot. Basically, yeah. No, but if I had a VR set lying around that was pretty either always plugged in or something like a Quest 2, I'd be like, yeah, why not? Like it's free to view, right? It's free, right?
it's free. It's free. Like it's
Yeah. So like what? Like why not? Why not? Why not check it out? You know what I mean? Like why
yeah.
not?
That's that,
Yeah.
and it's a light application. It's not like it costs anything. Like I said, it's free.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple. You could probably do everything in like less than 30 minutes. There is a tutorial. There was a tutorial that was like, "Hi, this is how you operate. How you move and do this stuff." But it's simple. Nothing too crazy. And I don't know. I might do it this year just to kind of see what it is, check it out a little bit more.
Yeah,
But
you could do it. You could record it. You could stream it or something like that. That'd be fun.
apparently,
It'd
our
be a fun
avatars are
stream.
little weird bunny people.
Those are that's the Omega Sisters, isn't it? They're like a
Are
weird.
those the Omega? Well, yeah, I guess they
Yeah,
are.
they're like a VTuber kind of
But
duo.
they show their faces sometimes or some
They show their bodies,
their
and then they
bodies,
put
but
like they put their avatars on top of their. It's, I mean, it's their
it's kind of
thing, but
it's their thing. Yeah,
yeah,
they are
I mean,
unique.
a little like off topic. I got recommended one of their videos. They're like, let's go do this thing. It was like a normal like vlog. They like hop in the car and they're driving and stuff, and it's
Uh-huh.
real life, but they just put their like avatars on their face. So I'm like, this is weird. Something.
It's weird. Like even their
But
like
it's like
actual
their thing. It's their thing that they do. Yeah,
yeah, like even their promotional stuff. Like I've seen
like
it
their
for like
style. Yeah.
actual like a cup ramen or whatever. It's like that. Like they'll be eating the cup
Real
ramen.
life, it's their actual bodies, but then they
Yeah,
just put
yeah.
you want to check these guys out. They're called the Omega Sisters. Just type them in. You'll probably find it.
It's a freaking hype name though. Like the Omega Sisters. Like freaking
Yeah,
last bosses.
kind of, yeah. Or like a secret boss almost. Yeah, the Omega Sisters.
But yeah, so like we said, Tokyo Game Show, they're also going to be having the streaming stuff going on. But I mean, let's just get into it. Honestly, what are you looking forward to this year in Tokyo Game Show? What do you think is going to be there, and what do you hope is going to be there? I mean, what do you think? What do you want to
So
be there?
we already know the majority of what's already going to be there because like all the major companies like Square, Capcom, Konami, um, have pretty much been like, here's our schedule. Some of them are mysteries. So for example, Konami on Friday afternoon is like, we're announcing a big game from a beloved series, and like, all right, so we don't know what that is, but we do know a game announcement is coming. So I'm looking forward to that because there's a couple Konami franchises that I think a lot of us care about. We know Konami doesn't really make games anymore, so it was interesting to see like what are they actually gonna make, like what are they going to announce. And what else is there? I was convinced that Yakuza 8 was going to show up at TGS this year, but then when Sega came out and was like, here's our stuff, like, oh, there's no Yakuza or whatever. But then like today, like before we went live, you're like, oh, it looks like there's a Yakuza event the day before TGS. And I'm like, oh, here we go. This is Yakuza 8, isn't it? Like, I think they're going to announce it. And then at TGS next day, they'll be like, here's a trailer or something like that. So I'm hoping to see some Yakuza 8 then. And, what else is there? I think the other companies are not much of a mystery. I don't foresee Square Enix announcing anything at TGS, but it might be
No.
cool to see like a new trailer for, I guess, Crisis Core because that comes out real soon. I don't think they'll have a trailer for 16, but they might, and if they do, that'd be good to see. And aside from that, like I know it's not actually a video game, and most people probably don't even give too much of a shit, but like I actually like going to the other booths that aren't games. I like going to like, for example, like Corsair's booth, and seeing like what streaming gear they have. Like I remember like 2019 or something like that, I went to Corsair's booth and they're like, here's our stream decks. And I'm like, oh, this is fun. These are cool. Yeah. I know Aver Media is going to be there this year, so I want to know if they have like a
That's
mixer
true.
for streaming or something like that. Yeah.
I mean, because last year I had the privilege of going to like the jank TGS. There was only like 200 people in there. Period. Like it was
Like
very
empty,
small.
right? Yeah.
It was empty basically. But IKEA was there showing off their gaming furniture, which it's still going. And now we have like the Japanese version of IKEA, Nitori. They're doing their own version of gaming, gaming chairs and gaming desk, and I'm like, is everyone got to get in on this business? Like seriously, do we need this many gaming chairs?
I definitely think it's a growing industry. I'm not quite sure how big the gaming furniture industry is growing, but I think with because streaming, the streaming industry, streaming culture, I think is getting quite large now. A lot of people are getting into streaming.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
barrier to entry is
It's
so
low.
low.
It's so low. Just
So low. Yeah.
you just need literally a phone at this point. That's it.
Yeah, like I remember, like maybe even like 5 years ago, it was kind of tough to get into streaming because
Yeah.
the gears were pretty like specialized, I guess. I remember like when I first started to do like YouTube stuff, I bought so much gear from like a music store because like all the stuff you needed for streaming, like a high quality like microphone and like audio interface, like those were made for musicians, not for like streamers, kind of. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
But now, like, you do have companies like Corsair, like Elgato, and like AverMedia, and like they're just like, here's like the microphone you need, and you just like buy
You
that.
just
You know what
buy
I
it
mean?
in, before, like when I got into streaming, you were telling me about condenser mics, and you were telling me about like mics that hook up to amps, and then like there was well, maybe they can be the same, but I didn't know the difference between A or B.
Yeah.
But now Elgato like has a bunch of mic, like a mic line that's just like, hey, just plug and play this USB, like that's it, and it's not as expensive. Maybe
Yeah.
it's like a Blue Yeti or something, and it puts out really good sound, comes with good software.
Yeah.
So like
'Cause, like-
that's cool,
Like traditionally, like if you wanted to control your audio, like your mic audio separate from your game audio, separate from your music audio, you needed to basically use like a mixer to route your audio to different channels.
Yeah, yeah.
But now, if you don't even want to even think about how that works, you can just buy like a microphone from a company like Elgato, and then like with the software they have, you can just do it really easily. It's so easy now.
It's good.
So
It's
like,
good.
yeah, the barrier to entry to streaming is so low that so many people are like getting into it. And I think like it's weird, but like gaming furniture is a very weird industry because like it doesn't make you a better gamer or a better streamer.
It's not
or
even
anything.
necessarily the best furniture for you to be
It's
sitting
not even
on.
yeah, exactly.
It
It's not
could
even
be-
like it's not even guaranteed to be like good furniture. But I think there's this weird like culture where if you see someone that you respect using a particular like chair, or they're like, oh, I have this desk or something, like
It-
you kind of want to be like, oh, I want that too.
I mean, like, it's definitely one of those things where it's part of culture now. It's part of the culture, not just
It
in
is part
Japan,
of the culture, yeah.
but worldwide.
Yeah, I remember like watch because I watch a lot of VTubers, right? And you can't even like see their rooms; you just see their character, right?
Right, right.
And like a lot of the VTubers I watch, where it's like, yeah, I got a gaming chair, and I'm like, well, no one's even seeing your
No
chair.
one
You
can
could
see your
have bought, like a Herman Miller, like a real actual
An
ergonomic
actual
chair, and,
really good chair. Like, please
like why?
do that.
Yeah, why did you get a gaming chair?
Which I believe they also have like a gaming line, whatever. Like, just buy the really good stuff for your back because you're sitting in
Yeah.
it for X amount of hours. But I mean, yeah. So those things will be there. Discord's gonna be there. I don't know what they're selling or promoting, but Discord, Discord doesn't have a huge presence here in Japan. There's still a lot of people who are like, or Japanese people like, what's a Discord? How do I use a Discord?
It's getting bigger though. I think
It
I
is
think
getting
people
bigger.
know. Yeah, especially with groups of streamers. Like I think they know what Discord is.
Yeah.
But I think it's hard to meet someone and be like, hey, what's your Discord tag? Like they probably won't
They'll be like,
have
"My
one.
what?
Yeah.
The what tag?
But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
yeah.
Is it the same way back home? Like I probably can't go to a bar back home and be like, hey, what's your Discord tag?
Yeah, but I mean, like, even among gamers, I feel like Discord,
Discord's way bigger. Yeah.
it's way bigger now than it was in Japan, like even like 2 years ago. But it's still just not, of course, like maybe as well known as maybe stateside or something like that. But it's good. It's
Discord
good.
will be there both as a merchant and also as a vendor. So actually, I think for the merch, it's easy to be like, oh, probably hoodies or something, right?
Hoodies or like plush of their logo or something, something.
Something like that, yeah, something
Simple.
like that. But for the vendor booth, like, what would Discord be promoting?
Well, they
'Cause-
do Discord Nitro. Maybe you can just buy some Discord
Yeah,
Nitro cards.
the-
You can buy some cards.
I
You
would
can
actually
buy
sign up.
some-
I would actually, if there was like a prepaid card, I'd probably be like, give me 2 months of
I
Nitro.
mean,
But
they did lower the price here in Japan specifically for
they
Nitro.
did.
Yeah.
I should
Yeah.
probably.
It's like I think it's $5 or something. It's cheap. It's cheap.
because how many times have you tried to send something and it's
And
like
it's too
your
big.
file's
This
too
file-
big? You're like, fuck you.
It's like
fuck.
8 MB or less or something. It's like
Yeah,
some
I know
stupid.
it's
You're
tiny.
Like, oh
It's
my
so
goodness,
tiny. I've
please.
tried to like I was trying to share an Apex clip and I rendered it out and then it's like too big and I'm like, okay, let me reduce the file size and I got it to within it'll send, but it's so low quality.
It's so low quality.
It's like looking at a GIF from like 1998. Like it looks so bad. I'm like, it's not even worth
man.
it. Not even worth it to send this. But anyways, for their vendor stuff, I don't really know what they would be promoting. Like they can't be like, hey, we have an app. Obviously, and you know what? Like that seems too dumb. I wonder if they're there more so for business integrations where it's like,
I mean, they do have the business section, but this is completely for vending as well. You know, not on screen. But
yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know what they would be like trying to promote. I do know like there's a business section for TGS primarily for B2B stuff, like for stuff like, oh, we want to partner with them, we're looking for a business partner, that kind of thing.
There's some good stuff. I'm telling you, Platinum Games is on there, and because like they have a meeting area, of course, where people will be able. Well, you won't be able to unless you have an appointment. It's specifically an appointment, but there's things that are going to be shown there. Of course, Bayonetta 3 is probably going to be there. I assume that they're not on the actual show floor itself. But that's pretty cool. Bloober Team is there. I have a feeling that Konami game that we were talking about. I think they might pull a double whammy on us. I think we might get. Was it Suikoden? Suikoden, yeah. I think we might get that because that's like what the voice actor on stage is like from, or they've done those games, right? They've been in those games before. And since Bloober Team is behind closed doors, essentially, they're like, I think they're a Swedish, Polish studio. Like the only thing that they've ever been rumored to be doing outside of when they finished the Medium was like a Silent Hill game. Like for a whole year and a half, like they keep popping up in these rumors. So like, why are they there? Like what else could they be doing here? I think we get
They're not bringing their own game. Are they working on their own game, or
they do have their own game? It's Layers of Fear, and this is like a remake or like an HD like version of the current Layers of Fear, which you can play on VR already. Like it's been out for a couple years now, so it's not new, but it's something that they're doing. But I think Konami might be doing it for us, for the Silent Hill fans.
Right, because I remember when, like a couple days before Konami even announced their schedule, someone found out that they renewed the trademark for Suikoden. And people were getting excited, but then other people were just like, this doesn't mean anything. Like, Konami is probably just renewing the trademark because they own the franchise and they want to continue to own the franchise, even if they're not like making games for it. Yeah, they just want to, obviously, as a company, they need to basically protect their IP. Like, they would never let Silent Hill go because
you don't want Winnie the Pooh it.
Exactly. Otherwise, we get Honey and Blood, right?
Honey,
or Blood and Honey, whatever it is. But so people are just like, calm down. It doesn't mean anything. They're just renewing the trademark. But then on the schedule for TGS, they're like, oh, we have a super special announcement, brand new game in the beloved series, and we have a special guest coming on to announce it. And the special guest, do you have the name right? I don't have the top of my head, but
no.
Yeah, okay,
I can go find it.
That's fine. But like the person that's coming to like do the announcement is a voice actor. They do obviously like a ton of stuff, but people were like, wait a minute, this is the same actor that did like a character from 2 Suikoden games. Yeah. So like people are like, okay, either this is gonna be a surprise Suikoden announcement, or this is like a really big coincidence and it doesn't actually mean anything.
It could be, but you know, time and time again, this has happened before. You get hype. Remember Breath of Fire?
Yeah, it was a smartphone game, right?
But why was it a smartphone game? You know, I mean, that could be the case where, I can honestly see that, right? That being the smartphone game, but then maybe Bloober Team is doing the.
If it's JRPG fans, we hear you. We were sorry we neglected our JRPG fans. We're bringing Suikoden back after like 25 years or whatever, and it's like a smartphone game. I'd be like,
It's not unprecedented.
Forget
it
it.
is
Like,
it is what it is because we do have Eiyuden Chronicles, and that's going to hit that itch. You know what I mean? And I think we've had similar games, maybe even with Triangle Strategy. That I
yeah.
can't believe that game is still called that, but where you kind of have a similar thing where you have a bunch of different heroes and that sort of thing. But
You think Konami would be like, we're bringing it back after this long time and as a smartphone? I mean, they probably would. They probably would.
The only other things they got now are Castlevania and what in Metal Gear. Like,
Yeah, so I was trying to figure out when they said like, oh, it's a beloved series, and I'm like, okay, from Konami, that could be either Metal Gear, Silent Hill, Castlevania, God forbid Bomberman, and that was all I.
Which the last thing we had was like
thinking, right?
Bomberman 99 or something like that.
The last Bomberman game?
I feel like it. Yeah.
No, the last one we had was on Switch. It was like Super Bomberman R2.
Oh, okay.
That came out like I think like 2 years ago. But anyways, like either one of those four. I'm like, what else could it be? Like I know they have a ton of Konami's like a ton of video games, but I never thought they would do Suikoden because I thought they'd just like let it die. Because Suikoden came out back in the heyday of JRPGs where people were just making JRPGs because that was the game to make. But now it's all like the gaming has changed a little bit. I think it's like a more open worldy kind of action RPG.
I mean, it depends on their actual resources. I have no clue how they have their team set up, if they are even like prepared to do like console development. You know what I mean? Like, or if they're just straight up mobile and
yeah, no,
like
they
PC
definitely
stuff,
do. They still make console games, but it's not thing that you care about. It's basically now it's
like
winning.
Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh, some winning.
Yeah, sure.
Some
Yeah,
K-Bucks,
it's Yu-Gi-Oh and Winning 11. I think that's
horse
it.
betting, probably.
I honestly think for console games it's Yu-Gi-Oh, which because they have a couple of Steam releases, and yeah, Winning 11 or Pro Evolution, whatever it is, like whatever it is called. I think it's called something else, Soccer 2000 or something now. Like
Yeah, they changed
yeah, like that's it. Like those are their console games, so they do technically make console games, but it's certainly not what Konami used to be, right? It's not like back even in mid 2000s where they were doing a lot of stuff, but
I mean, Platinum's there. Probably bringing, of course, Bayonetta 3. And this is stuff like it's not playable on the show floor, but Bayonetta 3. Maybe we'll get some actual news of the other projects, like actual trailers for those things. You know what I mean? What was it, Project Go 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 or whatever? Like the kaiju game. And I know there's like a couple more that they've been working on. That'll be nice to at least have an update on those, since they really haven't done anything since they announced them back. Maybe was it last April, or even the April before that. Like it's been a while since we've heard anything about that. So, and I don't think there's anything really, NetEase, and this is stuff like I'm not even going to really talk about too much, but NetEase, that's a thing. They've been acquiring, and they've been in a lot of stuff. They've been doing a lot of stuff these days. So NetEase is where your Yakuza homie is at now.
oh yeah, they gave him like a buttload of money, right? And he was like, okay.
There's someone else who went after that, and like from a different Japanese studio, and they just recently bought, I think 10%, or I forgot how much percent in FromSoft, and then Sony bought another percentage, a little bit more, like 3% more in FromSoft, like investment. So people be sleeping on that NetEase, but they about to start doing some things. Chat, peoples. Anyways, that's some of the stuff on the show floor. I summoned chat. Chat is not here. Chat. Anyways, the show floor itself. I know we're talking about Square Enix. And I mean, Square's got their stuff. If I can find Square, yeah. I mean, they've got Forspoken, which I gotta say, of all the things that haven't been playable, I don't think Forspoken has been playable to the public yet.
No, I don't think it's ever had a demo.
And I think maybe this year, TGS has a lot of games that haven't been, not just games, even PSVR 2 is going to be playable for the first time here.
That makes sense,
with
though,
Resident Evil Village, like whatever demo they're running there. Crisis Core Reunion is going to be playable here, so that's the first time. Same with Star Ocean, Valkyrie, Elysium, and even like Romancing Saga Minstrel Song. Like all those things are like literally for
Wait, is that
public.
Romancing Saga's playable?
Yeah, these are all playable games. Like, all of these are
Oh.
playable, which is
That's kind of cool.
it's usually when we get to TGS, everything's already been played. Like you're playing like rehashes. You know what I mean? You're looking at a demo you've already seen. But I think now this is the first TGS in a little while where that's not the case.
Yeah, not too much gets announced typically at TGS because it gets announced early in the year, like either for E3 or Gamescom or something.
Yeah, yeah.
But
And those
yeah,
things are
I think
typically playable there.
you like in days past, I think TGS is where Harbor maybe was playable for the first time, like PS3 or something like that would have been playable for the first time.
Yeah, yeah.
But the development cycle's changed a little bit. So now, like, I remember like 2019 or something, TGS had like Monster Hunter Iceborne, and I was like, this is already
Oh yeah,
out.
it's already
Well,
out. Yeah. It was
I was like, why
mainly
did-
for just like the photo spot. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I was like,
take a-
why did Capcom bring a game that you can play now? And what else? I think Ryza was on the show floor, and it was like
Yeah, Ryza was
either
there.
it was like just about to come out, or it like had just come out,
Yeah.
and they still brought it, and like, it's kind
It's
of
a-
stuff like that. Although, like, I know Capcom kind of teased the Resi 3 remake there because they were like, "Oh, we're working on a brand new game. It's called Project whatever." But
Oh,
I can't
it
remember.
was it Resistance? The RE. It was what the multiplayer game was called or something
Yeah,
like that.
so they're like,
yeah.
"Oh, we're making a new game," and people are like, "Okay, cool, I guess." And then a couple months later, they're like, "Surprise! It wasn't actually a standalone game. It was a mode in RE3." And I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay."
Everyone was like,
Alright.
okay, okay.
So I mean, like the fact that they were like, I don't know why they didn't just announce RE3 at TGS. They had, I don't know, like should they have just announced RE3 or like
I don't know.
were they doing
they
that
were
to
trying to.
gauge?
They were just trying to keep it a surprise. Really, honestly.
I mean, it was kind of a surprise, but I mean, we thought they would eventually remake
Eventually.
it. They can't just do 2 and stop. You know what I mean? Like,
They haven't. They totally haven't. When they get to 6, we'll know. We'll see.
well, they're remaking 4, right?
Yeah. 4 is getting a super nice
Like
remake.
a
I
legitimate
assume-
remake now. Yeah.
I assume 5 will get the same treatment. We're getting to like diciness there, but then like 6.
Yeah. I mean, that's a different
6,
topic entirely.
yeah.
But I think should 5 be remade or just simply remastered?
I mean, it's the same. I think it deserves whatever RE4 gets. I think
Well, that'll be a remake. That'll be.
a remake. I think they should just remake it because that's
They
kind of
should
like what
remake
these.
5.
They should remake 5. I feel like that's kind of like the trend that they've been doing is they've been remaking all of these in the RE engine. Like they've been remaking them. They haven't been like remastering them or anything. They're just straight remaking them. The difference being is that those games, of course, weren't in HD. Those games weren't even in like the same camera angle, right? They didn't have the
Yeah,
same
5
functionality.
is when it starts to get like pretty. I think 5 is pretty close to 4, kind of in terms of mechanics.
It's
but
it's
then once
basically
you,
it's 4 HD is what we
yeah.
yeah.
But once you get to 6, that's when it's like, do we remaster this? Do we remake this?
6 is just like, can we? 6 is just like, yeah, controls
Should
are
we-
fine. Just fix the story, I
Should we
guess. What do
just-
we do?
Should we just remake it or remaster it? Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, that's probably not for another 4 years off. Anyways,
I did not realize that they have like different limited editions here for some games at TGS. The heck, for
that's
Forspoken
cool.
and other stuff. These are pretty cool.
I
Even
will
like
literally never buy one of these.
they cost like they're all like $200 something bucks.
And they're so big, honestly. Like the last time I bought a
huge.
limited, you guys are like, where do I put this? This won't fit on any shelf.
They used to call them like treasure boxes or whatever. Like I know the Dynasty Warrior stuff, they're like the treasure box or whatever, and they're
Right.
they're huge. When you see them on like store
They're
shelves,
so
like
big, yeah.
it's kind of stupid, but yeah, Star Ocean is gonna be there, and I don't know if anyone is excited to kind of play that, but it's there. It's there.
Someone know. Yeah.
I might have to grab one of these cute plushies.
I'll probably play Star Ocean, but I don't know. Probably not. I'm not that excited for it, but I'll check it out.
It's one of those things that are there. I know that you're pretty hyped for Sega Atlas because they're not really announcing anything new, but at least in terms of playable stuff, you've got Sonic Frontiers. And then you've got all the Persona. I think that's the kind of big attraction is what in terms of like photo spot maybe might just be.
Yeah, but it's just going to be playable builds, I think, of the Switch versions,
Yeah.
which is cool. I mean, I already
Right.
played 3, 4, 5. I already know what those games are, but it'd be nice to check them out again.
Oh, but yo, bro, look at snap! They're gonna get us. They're gonna get us, bro. They're gonna get us. They're gonna do it. Curse them. We know that every time you go to this darn show, you see people walking around with these nice bags.
Oh, that's what the bags.
The bags are back.
Yeah. Well, they do. Those are free, by the way. They're free.
These are free as long as you
Yeah,
go
so
and play.
you just walk by the booth and you're like, have a nice bag, and you're like, all right, fine, you got me. Yeah, this is true. Every year, Sega, like the best bag is Sega's bag.
I even got like a Sen no Kiseki bag. I don't even play that series.
Yeah,
like,
did you probably have a did you get the Judge Eyes bag, Judgment?
no, I didn't get that one.
That was 2018.
I hate it because like when you see someone walking with it, you're like, well, that looks good. I need to go to that booth.
Why to go to Sega's booth?
I need to go to this booth.
Yeah. So yeah, like these are so. I mean, if you've never been to TGS, basically whenever you walk within like a 2-meter perimeter of any booth, someone will like give you a thing. Yeah, it's like a fan or like a bag or something. Like you get swag. You walk away with so much fucking swag.
So much.
It's so much. It's ridiculous. I get home and I'm like, okay, can I throw
some of this away? Because
or like my dad, like if my dad's visiting, I'm like, here, I have a bunch of fans. I gave him like a Gunvolt fan.
Yo, Sonic is Sonic, man. Okay, so we know about the One OK Rock theme song for Sonic, but
wait, are they giving away Red Bull?
They're giving away a Red Bull in Sonic. I'll say novelty goods for Sonic Frontiers will be distributed to individuals who have valid proof of pre-ordering the game. What?
Oh well, fuck! I'll pre-order it. I'll take out my phone and I'll be like, "Okay, I'm buying it right now."
As long as you have a receipt or some sort. So this is like, it's a Red Bull, but it's a Sonic Frontier, like it's
case.
Right? It's just the case.
Is it coming out on Steam? I'll pre-order right now.
that's all it is for whatever reason. It's on
Steam.
The Red Bull is just Red Bull. There's nothing cool, but this it looks like it's a canvas bag.
The canvas bag looks pretty cool.
That looks
canvas
cool.
Bag, yeah.
I actually like the art on that. And then they've got.
How do you get that one? Oh, you have to play the demo.
Post demo gifts. That's good. That's a good one right there. Honestly, that's pretty cool. And then you'll also get this One OK Rock sticker.
Yeah.
We can pass on that.
Have you heard the song?
I have. It
does
not go with the game.
It's on their album, like the whole album. Like you can just listen to it like right now. One OK Rock's new album.
I like One OK Rock, but I'm just not Sonic. Why you? It's kind of like when Okay, so I'll say Final Fantasy VII Remake did it right.
Oh, well, using because that song was made for the game, though, right?
Right. I believe that song was made for the game.
Yeah.
But
this
in
song
terms
is just...
in terms of band style, it's like pretty much the similar type of rock band as One OK Rock.
Oh, is it? I didn't know.
Yeah. Yosh. What is it? Prophets. I'll have to survive the Prophets or something like that. Anyways, similar stuff. Sonic, they did not adapt that thing. It's just like...
No, because they just ripped it from their album. Like, it's just from the album.
It's just straight ripped. And it's like watching an AMV from the 90s or 2000.
But this is not the first time, though, that they've worked on a video or, like, be involved in a video game. When DMC came out, like Devil May Cry, the one by Ninja Theory.
By Ninja Theory?
In Japan, the theme song was by One Ok Rock.
Really?
Yep. And it was replaced, like, in... The Western versions has like another song, but then for the Japan release, they use a One Ok Rock song.
We all know. We know that Devil May Cry 5 one. That's the only one anyone ever remembers. That's the one.
That's a good song though, but it's not.
That's a good song.
That's catchy, but it's
catchy, but yeah. Virtua Fighter Esports for VF5, just some mask. So, post demo gifts there. Nothing too crazy.
I don't think I'll play that at all. I don't. This is the thing, like you walk around TGS and you just walk away with so much stuff.
You're gonna walk away with a bunch of stuff, whether you want it or not. And I mean, hey, it's still fun though, honestly.
But I'll use the Sonic bag, the canvas bag.
That
And if
bag, like,
yeah.
you can tell whoever's playing it, you'd be like, hey man, I need to play this game.
And if I'm like desperate for a Red Bull, I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. Let me just buy Sonic Frontiers right now. Like, why? I'm like, you'll see.
Now I'm curious. What are the are there anything for Square Enix for their demo? There probably is at least one thing, but I don't 100% know like what it would be. Anyways,
I've never played a game at a Square Enix booth at TGS because the lines have always been
they're always
so
long.
long.
I think I played
So
a Kingdom
long.
Hearts. I played a Kingdom Hearts game on like DS, and it's probably Dream Drop Distance.
I've
was it.
never.
It's so long.
Yeah, I've never like wanted to play a game. Well, I've wanted to play a game at Square, but like, yeah, the lines are so crazy. I'm like, I'm gonna go check out Sega. It's like way shorter.
It's
So I just go to a different booth.
I know we were also talking about COSPA because, merch is something that a lot of people like. And we'll probably swing back around to some games a little bit in just a second. But COSPA having some great goods, I believe, for the Mega Drive. They also got some Dreamcast stuff. But
Yeah, like some of this stuff you can actually just buy normally elsewhere, but some of this is gonna be like sold for the first time at TGS.
at TGS, yeah.
Yeah, you can see the in Japanese like your link here. It says
You can just buy
Evento
it now.
Senko. Yeah, well, some of this is event like TGS. TGS
First.
is gonna be the first place you can buy it,
can
and
buy
then
it,
they'll
yeah.
sell it like elsewhere. So if you like this stuff, there's no real rush to buy it at TGS unless you just really like the designs. But
I would say like every year they have really good Master System or Mega Drive stuff. Like
yeah,
and
yeah.
it sells. It sells
Yeah.
every time.
I like the shirts. The shirts look good. So
I kind of want to go back. Me pressing go back. Yeah, the shirts look good too. Like shirts are really nice. I mean, it's nice when you can have gaming merch that looks good. We were talking. I don't know if we were talking about this on your stream, but just sometimes some people, and this is not a knock on if you like wear an anime T-shirt, with
yeah.
with
This,
your
this
favorite
is my stream. This is my stream.
with your favorite girl on the front, and it's just
Yeah.
her head and like an eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's
so
nothing wrong with
Cospa-
that, but
Yeah, Cosmo's like an anime merch company. So if you go to the other merch that they sell like the typical anime shirt, which is gonna be like just like a anime waifu that's just like on the shirt, like in huge print, like so big, right?
it's way too close up. It's
And like
always-
that's a typical anime shirt. They're like super bright, super colorful, just like an anime girl on there.
oh, dude, this Dreamcast shirt, I can grab that.
Yeah, but then they have like merch that I think looks good. It's like a little more not
They
as
got
loud,
the
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, the orange Dreamcast shirt. Someone's like, "Are you Naruto?" No, this is before.
It does kind of look Naruto-y, I
It's
understand. Like with
Naruto.
the like, and I can see the
So
comparison.
You
Yeah.
can see the comparison right there.
But yeah, I mean, like, I'm probably gonna get a couple of things from the console booth and maybe from the Fangamer booth, and because I like to buy merch at TGS. You know what I mean?
It is, yeah. I mean, like, there's
It gets
like
pricey. It adds up fast though. But
it
yeah.
adds up fast. Usually, it can range from like really expensive stuff to just like cheap. Like,
Yeah, I think I
that
got
bad.
like a Koji Pro hoodie at TGS one year, and it was like I think like $80.
yeah.
It's like so expensive, and I was like, oh my god! I was like, I waited in line for like 40 minutes. I can't back out now. Like I have to commit to this. I waited in line for so long. Like I'll just I'll have to buy it now.
I think Koji Pro. We can go to their site really quickly too. What is this? This is like a PlayStation.
It's a tea mug,
tea
right?
mug?
Like a
Yeah.
Japanese
tea mug. You can have that. I have one, but I'm like, do I need? But it's only like $15. 15, $14 with the currency right now. How crazy it is.
Yeah, the yen is pretty damn weak.
It's pretty
so.
gone. But yeah, they have a bunch of stuff. Last of Us goods, Sonic.
Oh
Oh,
my-
yeah, we didn't check out the Sonic. This stuff, woo!
The
Sonic
Sonic
stuff
is
is
cool, yeah.
pretty cool. This, I need that one. That's nice.
The hoodie's pretty good. The
The
shirt,
hoodie is
mhm.
good.
Yeah, the
What's
shirt's pretty
the-
loud. The shirt is an example where we're like, oh, that's an anime shirt, but
Because it's got that old Sonic. I like that Sonic. Yeah, what is the shirt we were talking? Oh, this one, right
that's
here.
kind of cute. That's cute.
Where
I'm like, the stream is a little behind for me, but
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
the hoodie
okay.
looks good. The hoodie looks good. The shirt is like pretty loud. I
it's
don't
this
know.
one for sure. Then with it,
Yeah.
but for some reason, like it's loud, but it still looks kind of cool. Like they did a good job on the design. It's
I would
loud.
100%. I would 100% never wear that outside. I would never wear that outside.
Sonic fans only.
I
So it's
would
like,
wear
but I am a
that
Sonics fan.
at home, but never
I
outside.
think it says Speedstar,
I think it does say
like
Speedstar actually.
Speed
Yeah,
STAR instead of Speedster.
Speed Star. It says Speedstar. It says Speedstar. Yeah,
It
you're
says
right.
Speedstar.
Yeah.
Star on up there. But yeah, so this kind of merch is always at TGS, and I think Sega might not do much, but they sell some merch, or at least license merch from Sega stuff. I think typically does well. Has always done pretty good at TGS. A lot of nostalgia and collectors. Like I said, for Master Drive or Mega Drive, that's that sort of thing. Anyways, man, they got some good. You want to see these Yakuza? Oh, you were talking about these. I can't click on them, but the Yakuza like hangers,
The hangers, I love those, man.
like freaking hangers.
So-
Hang your clothes on these, man.
So funny. So funny.
This is like straight up just like a joke, but
I'm gonna like get one of those, and I'm gonna like, cause I have like a coat rack kind of by my front door,
is
so
it
I'm gonna
just
grab one
paper
of those.
though? Like look at the hook. Like look at the hook.
It's
Is it
probably
strong? Is it strong enough to hold much?
It's probably plastic. Hopefully, at least. Hopefully, plastic.
You need to get this this jumper or this jersey.
Oh well, yeah, it does look.
That looks kind of
pretty
That
good,
looks
yeah.
nice. I gotta say. that
But
looks nice.
no, I'm gonna get a hanger, and I'm gonna hook it like on my coat rack by my front door with like my jacket over it. So every time I come home, I'm like, oh hey, it's Majima. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And the rest is just like acrylic stands. But like I said, all this stuff is relatively cheap. It's like anywhere from like $15 to $50, $60. So
Yeah,
if you know someone going to Tokyo Game Show, let them know. If you want it, it's there. You can get it.
I'm looking at Koji Pro's store, like their goods right now. Like it's insane, man. They have a watch that's
But they
$4,000.
charge I would say yeah. Koji Pro.
Look at the
of
watch.
all
Like, look at the watch. Look at the watch. It looks good, but look at the watch.
I gotta scroll. I'm guessing it's at the bottom ish.
No, it's like
this
half-
right.
it's like halfway
All I can say is like a bunch of woes because that is a nice looking watch, but
It's
yes,
it's
it
a
is
nice
4,000.
watch. It's a
It is-
good watch, but
I don't know
I'm
what
not
it
gonna
is.
be like, yeah, I'm not gonna like walk. I'm not gonna DGS. But, oh yeah, give me one of those Seikos, man.
Well, I mean,
I'm not gonna-
Koji Pro every year comes with somewhat similar goods. It's always like specifically for their company, but they have the highest costing merch.
it's so expensive. So expensive.
Dude, yeah, it looks good. This is nice, but we've seen wonderfully designed collaborational merch like this for just like 300 max.
Yeah, look at the hoodies. Like, go back. Look at the price on those hoodies.
The hoodies, I think they were above. Right here.
They're like above. They were above.
Yeah,
the
they're like
watch.
10. They're like 10,000.
Yeah, they're like $100 bucks.
Like
Like
100
$100.
Places, faces. What
They're
am
so
I
expensive.
with a plus sign on the back? What am I supposed to like? What? No,
They're
Kojima.
so expensive. Yeah, so I was in line. I was in line for
Is that
Koji
what-
Pro. I'm like, yeah, I was like, oh, I should get something. I like Koji Pro. I should get something. And this is like in 2018 or something, like before Death Stranding
This is
even came out.
nice. Like this is nice. Like just like a pillow. You like the logo? I mean, like
Yeah,
like
yeah. But how much is that bad boy? Okay, $30, right? But
yeah. Just get BB.
yeah, but the
just get the BB.
hoodies are
Baby.
so expensive.
Just grab the 1-to-1 baby. It's only like
It's
$1,500, like $150. This is
$150.
this is
Can
if
you
you
walk
look
out like walking out with that thing? Oh my god, walking.
Can you say one thing though? Like actually walking out with this is one thing, but the fact that this is relatively nicely priced for what you're getting at the booth.
It's pretty. You're right.
It's
Actually,
a
you're
good.
right.
It's pretty a good deal. It's a good deal.
To be fair, it's not bad. Yeah,
It's not bad for. This is the saddest thing too. Like, you can walk out with a $90 hoodie, or you can walk out for the price of
with
two of those
150 baby bottle.
with a baby bottle.
Oh yeah, the BB
baby.
pod. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Like, Can you imagine taking that out of the box and just being on the train with that? And if you like don't know what Death Stranding if you imagine you have no idea what Death Stranding is and you see a human like holding that, you're freaking the fuck out, man. It
They
looks
froze a
terrifying.
baby. You have like
Yeah, you're like,
you
whoa,
have
did
like
you
a
just
falsified
like,
baby.
yeah, like is that a preserved baby?
It's crazy.
It would look so insane.
But I mean,
I
they
would,
always
yeah.
they always have good merch. I mean, that's the thing. I
It
mean,
looks good, but like it's so expensive,
it's
man. Like how much is
so
that Figma?
expensive. The Figma is always the same. I think it's like 120. It's like 100. We'll say $100.
So like double the price of a normal Figma then.
But these are like I think they're just deluxe models, right?
Are they like big Figmas?
Uh, uh, uh. That's a good question. No, there's 160 millimeters, so I think they're about normal sizes.
So double the price of a normal Figma then.
We'll just say so, yeah.
It's
I have to like actually look. The Nindroids are the DX versions, so or at least one of them is. So like that's fine. Some of these are already sold out, bro. Like they're selling them now.
Some of them they just say come by. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, yeah. Anyways, that's
Anyways, yeah.
you
So
want
the
Koji
hoodie,
Pro.
the hoodie that I have is at the bottom. It's like 8,000 yen. I waited in line for that, and I was like, I have to buy it now. I gotta commit.
You can get some of this tape. That's probably the best thing. Get some masking tape for $10.
I just Koji Pro stuff is so damn expensive, man.
I mean, that man knows what he's selling. He knows
Yeah.
people are buying, so he's fine. But yeah, they have a lot of merch here. A lot of merch right there.
Yeah.
Capcom doesn't have too much. Nothing really special. I mean, honestly, and for anyone who's gone to any type of video game convention or convention in general, you know that half or more than half of your time is spent in a line. So
Yeah.
sometimes maybe the merch is the best thing because you can actually take it home. There was a time, and I don't know if you felt this way going on public days or whatever. Like playing the games was fun, but then you realize you're gonna play it anyways. Like a couple months
Yeah,
later,
you're like,
what,
yeah,
what's
exactly,
the
exactly.
what?
Exactly, yeah. You're like, you wait in line for like 30, 40 minutes. You get to play a 10-minute demo, and then you like, all right, I'm gonna buy the game in like 4 months.
It's there, It's not. It becomes less special, but for some of these games here this year, maybe it's special, you know.
Capcom has some nice stuff though too. Damn.
Uh, is this Monster Hunter? Oh, this
Have you
is.
been to the Capcom store in Shibuya Parko?
No, I have not.
It's pretty cool. They have a lot of cool stuff there. So if you go to Parko in Shibuya, on one of the floors they have the Pokemon Center, the Nintendo store, and the
Mhm.
Capcom store, and the Jump store, like all on the same floor.
That's why I don't go there, bro. I don't want to be broke. I don't want to lose
Yeah,
my money.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I mean, I like going because because like I have like a rotation, so I always show up and I'm like, all right, first Nintendo, then Pokemon, then Capcom, right?
Couldn't do it.
Because you would spend like way
I would
too
spend
much money.
even stuff like this, and I have honestly right now I have around 20 mugs. I cannot drink out of all these mugs and cups.
I have so many
I,
mugs.
I finally
you have
stopped
no idea.
doing it. Because
I have so many mugs. Yeah.
do you have the same logic of, hey, I bought stuff, but now I need to start buying stuff I can use. But then you bought too much stuff you can use, and you can't use all the stuff. Like, oh, I have like 7 towels, or I have, plates now. Now I have cups, and it's like,
Yeah,
what
like
else do I get?
sometimes I'll buy like a
Spoons?
mug and I'm like, this is nice, and then I like put it on my shelf, and then I like forget that I have it.
Yeah, it's like decoration at that point.
Because
you
it's
know?
like it ends up like in the back of my mug rack shelf thing, and then when I do dishes, I'll use a mug. I'll do dishes. I'll put it on the mug, and it slowly gets pushed back, and I like just forget that I even have that mug.
No, I understand. I understand.
But yeah, I have so many gaming. I have like 4 Pokemon mugs, like 2 Persona mugs, a bunch of like I have so many just mugs like that. So
it's nice when you're like in an office or something and you can just kind of rotate out, or you have more incentive to rotate out. But I mean, these are nice.
I think they're cool, yeah. And I think there's like some cool Monster Hunter, like what are they called? I was gonna say Joel Key, but like what are they called? Like big mugs.
Thermos.
No, like like a big mug
Uh,
that you would get at a bar or something.
Oh, I don't know
Not
what
like
those
a
are
not like a
called.
pitcher,
We're
like a
they're it's not a pitcher, but it's just a large
it's like a big mug. Yeah,
a big mug, like a big beer ale mug, like
yeah,
this. Here
something
we
like
go.
that.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
something like that. Like they have a bunch of those for like Monster Hunter. Those look kind
I
of cool.
think this is one of them. It might be a little bit bigger, or this
Yeah,
might
that
be a
kind of
little smaller.
yeah, that thing, that thing. What are they
Um,
called in English?
are they just not beer glasses,
Are they called beer glasses?
or is it not just, or is it like an ale glass or something?
Yeah, there's got to be a term for it, right?
It's typically
Am I
whatever. It's
insane?
like it's the one you see whenever you're when you're
When you're at a
watching
bar,
a
yeah.
medieval movie or something, and they're clanging them together.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
That guy looks
What
so
are they-
uninterested. He's like,
I'm trying to figure out, like what are they called? What are they called right now? It's really bothering me.
because in Japanese it's a jokey.
Jokey, yeah, exactly, yeah. But like, what do we call that in English?
Why
Like,
is
I
this
can't even think of the word right now. Big ass mug. You know what I mean?
That's the closest. It's a big mug. It's a
Yeah.
big mug. Oh, they have a Devil May Cry one too.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
That's kind of cool.
See, I want to buy one of those, right?
It's only $33 or $30.
And it's all glass
28
too, right?
bucks.
That's
It's
not
all
bad
glass.
at all.
Yeah, it's all
That
glass.
looks good. That looks damn good, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah. And then you realize you don't even drink anything anymore.
Yeah, it'd be to the brim of Coke, basically. But yeah,
You'd be
yeah.
looking
No,
like
I
this
looked
guy.
it up. It says beer mug or a stein or a tankard.
I'm guessing a Stein, like would
So
be
beer
the,
mug. I think we were pretty close to beer
just a
mug
beer mug. This is what
Yeah.
happens when you live in like,
in Japan. Yeah.
too long or any foreign country and you just start forgetting. But
Yeah,
I mean,
I had no idea what to call those in English, but yeah.
they've got like a lot of, and of course we see these acrylic stands. I'm not a fan of acrylic stands. I know people.
Or you can buy a copy of Resident Evil 5. Or not 5, sorry. Village on PS5.
Just buy it. Just buy it. Lots of stickers.
Wait, do they have stickers? Those are cool. The B-side stickers. The B-side
Yeah, the
label
B-side
stickers
stickers,
are
yeah.
awesome. Those
They're
are
really nice.
awesome. Those are good designs. Yeah.
They're always good designs with these stickers.
I have like on my PC, like next to me, I have 3 of those stickers. Not from Capcom, but 3 B-side label stickers.
Mm-hmm.
Like just they're nice stickers. I like having them. So
Yeah, nothing too crazy from Capcom that I can see. Like, and
are you gonna get a Jokey?
no, so I can celebrate my Premium Friday.
Yeah, you're about to buy 2 so you can cheers yourself.
Now this is what you need. This Bahoot.
Oh, are they gonna be there too?
I don't know if they're gonna be there, but check this out. You can get an Iodu. You can be
That's kind of. Oh, that's. Oh my god.
no.
That's. Oh man.
streaming this, man. You'll be nice, warm in your snuggie.
I mean, it
Your
is almost
Bahoot
wintertime after all.
Snuggie.
It is almost winter.
These things are hot.
Yeah.
I've been in one time and it was just like burning up.
Did they have a version of that comes with like a heater inside?
That's way more than necessary. I don't know what the dumpy thing down here. It just looks like it's dumpy.
Yeah, it looks like it would hold
This is the best image right
big
here.
ass.
That's what you go to the door when you order Uber Eats. That's what you look like.
So funny. It's $100, but to be fair,
It,
I think they're really comfy, and I have wanted one. I've
not
unironically
bad.
wanted one. Yeah.
they're really they're comfortable.
Oh, it's $200.
it's 200.
Oh,
It's
my
200, but
God.
it's the thing where they design it to where you should never have to take it off. Even when you use the bathroom, you don't take it
Yeah,
off.
there's like an ass flap. Like we're
Yeah.
not joking.
We're not
actually
joking.
not joking. Yeah, there's
There
like
is
an
a flap
ass
for your
flap.
butt.
You can so you can. Oh man.
and it's customizable, so you can.
Yeah, I heard
Pull
they're
it up
good. I
as-
heard they're. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do it. I'm tempted, honestly. but-
Maybe you'll just pull the trigger, man. Pull the trigger. Devil trigger. I need to still play. I need to play that on stream, actually.
I don't even have the game.
That's I think most of like the big merch stuff. We didn't get to the Persona booth. They announced that now we've seen Arsene. Arsene. You know what? Arceus and Arceus, all these R's, man. Stop it.
Yeah, different franchises, but yeah.
I know, but But yeah, they're gonna have their these Persona
Like statues, basically. Yeah.
statues on display. I know for 2019, Arsene was on display
Yeah, because
before.
P5 was coming. P5R was coming out, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and now you have, is this Judgment? Is that what it's called? Thanatos, right?
Thanatos.
Yeah, so we have Thanatos from, is that
P3.
Persona 3? Okay.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what the main characters from Persona 4 is called.
That's Izanagi from 4.
Izanagi? Okay. Okay. Everyone's like, this dude doesn't know his persona. Let him not speak.
Yeah, because 345 is coming out to Switch, and then 5 is coming to PC.
I think they're
and
all
Xbox.
coming. They're all coming to PC. It's like everything.
Oh
Remember?
yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
is coming to everything. That's it. That's what it is. 345 is coming out to
everything.
everything.
Is coming to
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, that's right. So Xbox and PC and Switch, basically, because 4 is already out on PC actually,
Yeah, yeah.
and PlayStation owners can enjoy 5 already because the PS5 is backwards compatible with PS4. So
Exactly.
yeah.
So this is.
Yeah.
I mean,
Are you gonna take this opportunity to play Persona, or you're not gonna get any?
I might just finish up Persona 3.
Do you even
I'm
know what
not,
the story is?
I'm
Do you
not
forget?
gonna play Persona 4 because the animation did way too good of a job of the story.
Oh, you already know the story of it, right?
They did a darn good job of that story. Like, I feel like
Yeah.
I know.
So
And I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, this is good. So you just need 3 then and 5, I guess.
Yeah, and I would probably just pick back up in 3, and just play 3.
I'm gonna buy all of them. I mean, I
5
already own 4, but
intimidates. I don't know. 5 intimidates me. I've heard it's so long.
it's 100 hours. Yeah, it's 100 hours.
I don't even know. Like, I can barely get past the 40-hour JRPG on a stream. Like, I cannot stream that at all.
I
but
would
don't know
recommend
I don't even know if I played off stream. That's the crazy thing. I was like, I haven't played a game that long in a long time.
It depends on how hooked you get on it. Like if you play, I think if you play like 20 hours into Persona 5 and you're not invested, then it might not be the game for you.
Yeah.
But I think like once the game like hooks you, then you're along for the ride. Like you'll do the whole 100 hours because like it's really fun. It just depends on like how, if you can actually get hooked within the first 20 hours.
Okay.
So I don't know. It depends. If you enjoy a typical kind of like a slice of life anime kind of vibe, if you kind of like that, like it's very
They're
anime.
easy. They're super. At least when I was playing 3, it was super easy to go through. Like each
Yeah.
day, it was super easy to go through the days, and like
Yeah.
I enjoy playing it on the train. Just
Yeah,
playing
you can do
portable.
this. You can play 5 on the train too if you get the Switch version, or if you own a Steam Deck or something. But like
If only the Vita
5
was
is
still around.
it's the same formula still, right? Because like it's still like school life, dungeon crawling, like big
After school life,
big event,
something,
big event, and then school life, and then like free time, like dating and that kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff to do in 5. Like you can mess around forever if you wanted to, like play darts for a whole day. Literally, that's a whole day. You'll waste the day basically, but you can just do it. There's a batting cage.
You played darts.
Well, I mean, there's a reason to do it now. Like it actually improves stats.
Oh
but-
yeah, I guess yeah. Get some stat buffs. I guess that's kind of it at TGS. I don't know. We just kind of like we're talking about it. Of course, we'll probably next week we'll do a what recap of TGS with probably with Ehe. We'll probably call Yahya in and anyone else that we can get on the show. Hopefully, because there's definitely gonna be a lot more news that comes out of here. Hopefully, some big reveals or some franchises coming back, and we can kind of gauge if anyone's excited about that. Maybe some Kingdom Hearts 4 trailers or the smartphone stuff. There's
Do you
a
have
lot
any
of
like
things.
what's like your big prediction for like has yet to be announced but will be announced at TGS or around the time of TGS?
Hasn't been announced but will be announced.
Yeah. So like for me, I'm thinking like whatever Konami's thing is, and then Yakuza 8, I guess.
I think everything I'm looking forward to is like it's already announced. I'm trying to figure out like what would I want announced coming from this. Just give us the Bloodborne PC.
You think Sony at TGS is
No,
gonna be
they're
like,
not.
oh,
They're not even.
PS
They're not
Bloodborne's
even
coming out
here.
on PC.
Xbox is doing a stream again. Remember, Flight Simulator was last year.
Well, that was crazy. Yeah,
That
I think
was
Xbox last year were just like, fuck, we don't have anything. I don't flight
we
sim.
don't have much. We're Flight Sim, but I mean, Xbox has some potential to do a maybe something with Scarlet Nexus again, right?
If they, oh my god, if
Scarlet
they
Nexus.
did,
What was the other thing? Code Vein. We could get something from Code Vein again this year. You know,
like as an Xbox exclusive.
well, just
Oh
on
no,
the
because
show.
yeah, because no.
Right.
Last year they're like, oh, it's on Game Pass now. That's what it was.
Yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like those two games specifically have a huge chance of having something shown again. It's too soon to have anything Tales related. So,
Is it though?
I mean, it was just last year for
Yes.
Rise. Yeah.
I forget what the cadence is for announcements of Tales games. Is it one? Is it every 2 years? I mean, it's been a while. Like
It's every. Well, this one it got delayed, but you know, man,
It
you know
got
what?
delayed.
You know what? Let's just shoot it. Blue Protocol
Yeah, sure.
TGS update 2022.
I would appreciate Blue Protocol, honestly.
That's what we want. I don't know what this game is though. What is this crap? Kirameki Paradise. They have a
From
special.
who?
I don't know what this is from. From Vivana Studio.
Okay.
That's a thing. Gree, Bandai Namco is showing some One Piece Odyssey. I'm actually excited to play that one. May it be good. May it be good. You know what? Maybe we'll get some more RE4,
Yeah.
like
maybe.
gameplay footage.
Actually, yeah. I mean, it's feasible. It's feasible. Actually, it's feasible.
But honestly, I think I don't know. I don't think there's anything from here that I don't know, to be kind of looking forward to, like surprise announcements, right? I could be wrong.
I know, yeah, there's typically not too many because they always either announce them early in the year and it's just like an update. TGS is kind of more like, oh, here's a new trailer for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Sega will announce if there's a Yakuza event before TGS, then I think they're gonna have Yakuza at TGS, just like a trailer or another stage event. They might do like announce the game the day before, and then at TGS they'll have like an on stage event. You know how it is at TGS when they have like people kind of on stage just chatting in front of an audience.
Yeah.
They might do that. They're like, tell us more about the game, and it's like it's an open world RPG. Like, you know what I mean? Like that might be that. So that'd be cool. I mean, because we know they're working on 8, right? They said they're working on 8.
They're working on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
this is specifically for the Yakuza title. So
yeah, and I think when Yakuza 7 got announced, it was a similar deal. It got announced before TGS, and then at TGS, they were like, "Oh, here's more Yakuza 7." So
there we go.
I might do that
505.
for 8.
We'll be giving an update on Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes. So that'll be part of their stream show. Kind of look forward to that. Wolong, Fallen Dynasty. That's Koei Tecmo's newest, not Souls. We'll call it like a Sekiro. It looks a little bit more like a Sekiro than actually a Souls-like game. That's going to be playable too, so that's kind of cool. But they'll be doing some more stuff there. And the new Gust title, so for the Artillery series,
Probably Ryza 3, I think.
you can't beat the thickness.
Yeah, I think it's rumored to be Ryza 3.
The question
it's
is the cosplayer going to be on the stage again?
Oh, I hope so.
The cosplayer.
She looks great. Yeah.
She was doing a Ryza thing up there. And then this is what you were talking about. This is going to be the Konami. It's going to be on Friday the 16th from 9 p.m. to 9:50. These are all horrible hours if you're in the West. No one's like up at these hours. But the latest information.
Well, that's like how I feel for most events. Yeah. I just wake up and read the news because I'm sleeping. But
It's a special program just before the public day. The latest news on various contents. We will have the latest information on that game you've been wondering about. Enjoy the show.
literally what it says.
The English. That's the English. That's literally what it says.
We'll have on that game you've been wondering about. What? Oh god, it better be good. It better be good.
That game. So that's that is nice. And yeah, Square will be doing its stuff. So the whole thing is they'll be featuring Forspoken, Crisis Core, Star Ocean 6. So nothing with FF16 there on their stage show.
Yeah.
At least that day. Yeah. And of course Capcom with Street Fighter 6. So be sure to tune in all throughout, the 4 days and see what comes out. You can watch on YouTube. Apparently people streaming on Twitch or Facebook. I don't know why I said Twitch, like people don't stream on Twitch, but Facebook and Twitter, sorry. YouTube, Twitch, a lot of these sites are streaming. These places are streaming to these sites. Also HoYoverse. So.
Oh yeah, they'll be there. That'll be fun.
And our favorite, Finger.
Yeah, they have a booth there.
I should go check them out. We should check out.
You should check them out.
The Fingers.
I mean, I'll check them out. I don't know what I'll do there. I'm hoping for some kind of weird swag from there.
Aniplex and Deathworks, new RPG title.
A new RPG?
Yeah.
Huh.
This is, this, some of these pages, like, people would be like, oh my goodness, this is happening. You look at these pages, it's like, oh, here's some stuff. But yeah, looks like that's about it. Yeah. And they have the awards. Modern Warfare closing it out Sunday.
Oh. Modern Warfare 2?
650. Yeah, Modern Warfare 2.
Wow, amazing.
You can catch that. And then that's the last thing. Ending program. That's it. Call of Duty and ending program.
Wow, Call of Duty, huh?
Call of Duty closing out the show. So I'm excited. I'm not hype, but I'm excited. I think just with age and after going to so many of them, it's always fun.
Yeah.
But it's hard to get like hype,
Yeah, I think so too. I think it has, because usually the most exciting years when they're like, oh, you can play the PS5 for the first time or something. Like they announce a console and it's there. But this year and in the most recent couple years, it's been nothing like that, right? It's just been maybe PSVR, I guess, if you want to count that. But which
I do hope that I can at least see PSVR 2, even if I can't play it, like see it, just to see how it is, because it seems supposed to be comfy, supposed to be nicer. And I don't want to get sick.
Yeah, like motion sick inside,
motion right? sickness, yeah. But yeah, that'll do it for us this week, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. It is our, like I said, 3-year kind of anniversary of the show. And we can't say thanks enough for being with us for this entirety of the time. If you've been here from day one, you have been here since 2 girls and a... What did we call that? Jet skis? What was that game? Kondagawa Jet Girls.
Kondagawa Jet Girls, yeah.
You've been here since Kondagawa Jet Girls. Our rant to get Xenosaga back from Bandai Namco published with an HD remaster collection.
I should personally hassle them at TGS and be like, hey, when are we getting Xeno? I'm gonna
just go up to them and ask them.
Yeah, if there's a producer on the floor, I'm gonna be like, hey, can I ask you a question? When are we getting Xenosaga remaster?
Like, bro, never. Ask Nintendo or something. I don't know.
Nintendo? Yes. Oh, because I guess they're second party now, right?
Yeah, we don't know who actually owns the rights to. We were talking about this one show, but I guess it's Bandai Namco owns it.
Yeah, Bandai Namco owns Xenosaga, but I think Monolith owns Cosmos.
They took one person. They took the single most important entity from that game. Because let's face it, ain't no one. Well, I don't know if you like Shion from Xenosaga 3. I mean, that's. She
really got a glow up. She got a glow up. Glow. I gotta say, yeah.
You gotta say, Rise is one thing, but she's also got her own thing.
The jump from Shion from like Shion 1
Shion 1
like
to
the
3?
second 2.
Oh gosh.
That was a jump. But you go like Shion in 3, I'm like, holy damn. looking good, Shion.
Shion 1, aka everyone looks like dolphins. Like they look like dolls. They're just basically anime dolls.
Yeah. And she had like the big glasses, right?
She was so dorky, but she was kind of cute, I guess, in her own way.
She got a glow up in 3. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Man. Anyways.
We'll
catch you all next week for our recap of Tokyo Game Show. Until then, be sure to follow us on Twitter UGP_cast, and on Twitch at Ninjatrix and Root24. These are two different channels, but we stream 2 nights a week at least, or 4 nights a week. You'll find us. We're streaming. We're doing good stuff, and we'll catch you later. Till then.
Sounds good.
Peace, everyone, and happiness.
Peace. Yeah.
Bye.